Imagine this. You're talking to a close friend who you know is holding something back. They insist, "I'm fine," but their eyes tell a different story. Frustrating, right? Here's the wild part. The average person is keeping about 13 secrets at any given time, and 5 of those they've never told a living soul. Think about that. Everyone you meet is a walking vault of untold stories. What if you could get anyone to crack open that vault and reveal those hidden truths? It's not about tricking or interrogating. It's about connection. By the end of this, you'll know how to make someone feel so safe and understood that they can't help but open up. First things first, trust. Nobody is going to reveal their deeper feelings unless they trust you. Imagine you're about to share something vulnerable. You'd only do it with someone who makes you feel safe, right? So be that safe space. Drop the judgment. Dial up the empathy. Small signals make a huge difference. Keep your voice calm and warm. Make eye contact. Show them you're on their side. Even just saying, "Hey, I'm here for you. I won't judge no matter what," can unlock a guarded person. People sense when you're genuinely interested versus when you're just fishing for gossip. When someone feels accepted and understood, their walls start coming down all on their own. Now, let's talk about everyone's favorite subject, themselves. On average, people spend about 60% of a conversation talking about their own experiences. Online, it can climb up to 80%. Why? Because talking about ourselves literally feels good. It activates the same pleasure centers in the brain as food or money. So if you want someone to reveal everything, encourage them to talk about themselves. Ask about their day, their opinions, their story. You're handing them the mic to do something their brain already loves to do. And when they start talking, don't cut them off to bring the spotlight back to you. Let them soak in that rewarding feeling of being heard. The more they talk, the more comfortable they feel. And soon, they'll be sharing things they never planned to. How you ask questions is crucial. The fastest way to shut someone down is to corner them with a yes or no question. "Are you okay?" "I'm fine." End of story. Instead, ask open-ended questions. What's been on your mind lately? Or what's been the toughest part of your week? These how, what, why questions are doors. People walk right through them and start talking more than they expected. Sometimes you don't even need a question. You can use a gentle statement. Instead of asking, "Was work stressful today?" you could say, "I bet today was stressful at work." Then pause. That pause gives them the space to confirm, correct, or elaborate. And that brings us to a secret weapon: silence. When they finish answering, don't jump in. Hold eye contact. Stay calm. That silence burns. People hate it. They'll scramble to fill it. And that's when the truth often slips out. The actually moment. Negotiators and interviewers use this all the time. Their first answer is the tip of the iceberg. The extra details come when you wait quietly and let the rest rise to the surface. Now, here's something most people overlook. Listening is more than staying quiet. It's showing with your body and face that you're locked in. Maintain eye contact, nod, drop in a or go on. There's even a trick called the triple nod. Nod 3 times slowly when they pause, and people almost always keep talking longer. Try it. Someone who was about to stop will suddenly remember more to say. That little gesture says, "I'm with you. Keep going." But listening also means not rushing to fix things. If someone says, "I really messed up my presentation at work," don't jump in with, "No, you didn't," or "Here's what you should do next time." Instead, validate them. "Yeah, presentations can be rough. I get why you'd feel that way." Validation is oxygen. When people feel you're not minimizing their feelings, they go deeper. That's when they share what's really bothering them. the insecurities, the fears, the raw truth they usually hide. Here's a fun fact. Vulnerability is contagious. If you want someone to share more, share a little yourself. Not to hijack the conversation, but to set the tone. Maybe you admit, honestly, I felt stuck at work too. I almost quit last year. That tiny disclosure tells them, this is safe. You can be real here. Humans naturally reciprocate. If you open up, they'll often feel compelled to match your honesty. Another subtle technique? Notice the crumbs. Big secrets rarely burst out all at once. They leak in throwaway lines like, I'm just tired, or it's been a lot lately. Most people let it slide, but if you catch it and gently ask, tired how? Or what's been a lot? Suddenly, you're inside the real story. Also remember, words tell one story, but body language tells another. If someone says, I'm fine, but their shoulders slump or their voice cracks, they're not fine. Gently call it out. You say you're fine, but you don't seem fine. Want to talk about it? When people feel truly seen, that's when they reveal. Now let's talk about timing. The where and when of these conversations matters more than you think. Nobody spills their heart out under a spotlight. But side by side on a late-night drive, during a walk, or while casually doing dishes, that's when people drop their guard. Ever notice the best heart-to-hearts happen at bedtime or on road trips? That's not random. When eye contact is less intense and the vibe is relaxed, people feel safer to share. So create opportunities for low-pressure conversations. Invite them for a walk, a coffee, a drive. Let it feel natural, not forced. Here's one more trick from psychology. Mirroring. Not in a creepy way, but subtly. If they're speaking softly, you lower your tone. If they lean in, you lean in. We trust people who feel like us. Mirroring sends that signal without words. They probably won't notice consciously, but they'll feel more comfortable with you. Put it all together, and here's what it looks like. You notice your cousin is quiet at a family gathering. You say, you seem a bit preoccupied. I'm here if you want to talk. That's safety. He shrugs. It's just work stuff. You ask, what kind of challenges have you been facing? That's an open question. He gives a short answer. You nod, wait, and stay silent. He keeps talking. That's silence doing its work. Eventually, you say, I've been there too. Last year, I thought about quitting my job. That's reciprocity. By the end of the night, your cousin has told you about his stress, his self-doubt, even his fears about the future. All because you built trust, asked the right questions, listened, mirrored, and respected the pace. And that's the real secret. Making people reveal themselves isn't about force. It's not about manipulation. It's about being the one person who makes it feel safe to. When you do, people will open up. Not because you pressured them, but because they finally found someone worth opening up to. So the next time you want to know what's really going on in someone's head, remember, drop the judgment. Listen like nobody else does. Ask questions that open doors. Sit with silence. Share a little of yourself. And above all, be the person you'd want on your hardest day. That's how you make anyone reveal everything.